Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm Quay. That's my boy Josh.
And we are Pray for Traction.
This is going to kick off the first episode of the Build Project Restore Life.
And for that big announcement that we promised you guys in the last video,
if you hadn't figured it out yet, we're going to LS3 swap this Series Blue BRZ. Now, we're the first ones that's ever going to be able to do this, and maybe the only ones. There's only 500 of these cars that were made.
Actually, there's 1,000 of them made, and 500 are white.
That's true, but as far as the blue ones go, of which we have, there's only 499 other people that could probably do it. But there are some people that have done LS1, LS2, FRSs, some BRZs, but never Series Blue. So that is our one claim to fame. We're definitely doing this to a Series Blue BRZ.
And we want to start from the beginning of this whole entire project.
That's right. So we got the car out of Texas. It only had 7,000 miles on it when this thing got flooded. Now, we don't know how bad it was, but we'll just go ahead and assume the worst, because it did have some damage when we had gotten the car. The back, the trunk, the wing, and the garnish had a little bit of damage on there. So we can say that it probably got flooded pretty bad.
Also the front lip and the rear, was it?
The front lip and the side skirts got taken away as well. So the only Series Blue body kit that's left on the car currently is just the rear. Now, as far as the title to the car, it is a Texas title that was flooded. So what we needed to do, we needed to get the car to run and drive so that we could get it inspected here. That way we would be able to legally drive it on the road again. So that's why we didn't start swapping this thing immediately. Now, when we got the car, wouldn't even power on.
The previous owner replaced 3 computers in it and still wouldn't do anything.
Nothing at all. You hit this is a push to start car. When you press the button, nothing would happen at all. So we took it to a dealership, a Subaru dealership, to see what they would tell us about at least getting the car to turn on.
And they said you would have to spend thousands of dollars for computer, electrical, and all that.
For them to reprogram everything, they wanted us to buy a whole new set of everything.
And there was this guy that we found. He had the complete set of electrical, computers, and all that for what, a few hundred?
Yeah, for a great price. Now, if we went through the dealership buying all new equipment, having them recalibrate it all to talk together, that would have been thousands of dollars. Now, see, when I was younger, we didn't have to deal with this CAN bus system that these newer cars have. From what I gather, just one small little thing can throw your whole system out of whack with these newer cars. So after we'd gotten the whole set from the other guy, finally got the car to power on.
And after you power on a car, get it starting up, what do you need to do? You need to replace the fluids in it.
That's right. So we started off changing the oil just like any other sane person would. And we changed it a few times. Definitely wanted to make sure that we got all the old stuff out. So after that,
we also replaced the gas in it. And we had to take off the fuel lines and make sure to pump out all the stuff that was in there, because there's no idea what was inside of it.
Yes, and then once we brought it in, held it up to the light, you could definitely see a separation. There's water in the bottom and gas in the top, and to see them separated like that, we definitely knew that it had to be pumped out. Josh actually had a great idea. He told me, he said, you know, why don't we just start from the beginning, get a whole new can of gas, pour it through the top, and then flush it completely out again. So we did that a few times also. That way we wouldn't have to drop the tank on the car. So after we had flushed it out, all the fluid, we also did the differential, did the transmission. We got the car started. So it started up. It doesn't like to idle. I mean, even still, it doesn't like to idle too much because, you know, aside from just changing the fluid, we didn't really do much else to it because we just wanted to get this thing titled, and then that FA20 is coming out.
We were able to drive it down the road, and there's no problems that we could really tell after doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it does run and drive. It just, whenever you stop, it dies. So we're at the point now we got the car titled finally. So now that the car is titled, we can go ahead and start working on everything. So whenever we're ready to start working on it, what do you need?
You need parts.
That's right. Now keep in mind, we're not sponsored at all. Everything that we're doing is out of our own pocket. And we have day jobs. Josh is still in school. So we're not rich by any means. We're just doing the best we can. So we paid full price for all of this stuff, and we'll still give credit where it's due. Instead of just dropping in a stock LS3, we contacted Texas Speed Performance. They sent us over a little cam.
Nothing special.
Yeah, just something to give it a nice little rumble. So for the most part, we're going to keep this thing not necessarily stock looking, but we don't really have any drastic plans for the body.
We need some wheel ideas actually. If any of you guys know anything about wheels or how how to fit them and stuff, we were looking at some few ideas and nothing really popped out to us.
That's right. So as far as wheels that, we've had tons of those 3-piece deep dish wheels, but that's not going to be the idea with this car, because we had a GTO. It was around 650-ish horsepower, and
We'd put that thing 6 gear, 55 miles per hour, and still light off the tires. That's not practical.
right. So we need something that looks good, or at least cool. I mean, it doesn't have to be great. Just something that looks cool, but still be able to fit a nice tire on there and get that traction to the ground. Because, hey, we're praying for traction. You got this 2,600 pound car. You got this LS3 engine. We're definitely going to need a prayer. Okay, so you ever show up to a car meet and then you hear a car and starts up and everyone's looking around to see like, oh, where's that car at? You're going to look right past this one, because you're not going to expect the way this thing is going to sound anywhere close to this car. You're going to definitely be looking past it.
We're not going for anything flashy or anything that pops out to let you know it's LS3. We're just going for almost a stock looking BRZ.
Maybe we could do a custom plate. I mean, nothing cliche like LS3 BRZ. I mean, nothing like that. Maybe something like
probably LIL for CYL for a little 4-cylinder.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. So as far as editing videos, we're not the greatest.
No, I mean, if you guys know how to do that really good and maybe want to help us out, we'll be happy for you guys to do that.
Absolutely. And we want to thank all the current subscribers that we have.
We have about 100 followers on Instagram, 20 something on YouTube, and all the comments and likes that you guys have been putting on all of the social media. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So make sure that you share it with all of your friends. Subscribe, hit that bell notification so that you can stay on this project with us. And music. Maybe if you're like an artist or something and you got a track that you want to play or have us play with one of our videos, get up with us.
We'll definitely shout you out.
For sure. So, coming up in our next video, it's kind of going to be a little fill-in. It's not necessarily going to be our second episode video. It's going to be a review of our install kit that we got from Sicky Manufacturing. So while we're working on the car, because like we said, we don't have a garage, due to the weather, we're limited on what we can do currently. But until then, we're going to make you a little video showing this new cool install kit.
And that'll pretty much wrap it up for this video. And make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you guys can get notified whenever we upload our newest videos.
Right. We love having you on this project with us. And remember, it's Project Restore Life. And we are Pray for Traction. Be blessed.
Peace out, guys.